Hi there, once again. It's time for a 3-player game on the USA map, and this time it's one of the cheapest possible USA setups with both the East Coast and the South here, which are the cheapest parts of USA in general for building, as well as the Midwest, which is moderately priced. Midwest and the Mid-South here, these two regions are pretty similar in overall building costs. They're probably a bit below average overall still. So yes, very cheap map here. I'll keep that in mind that game could end a little sooner than before. Capacity probably matters a little more. And I don't want to touch the 4 plant for more than 7, because in a 3-player game, the turn order advantage with the 4 plant is reduced, so it's worth a bit less. With the 4, you're only going to build ahead of one other player. I'll take the 3 here, though. Now, the interesting question is where to build. The safe build is Chicago, but that corners you a little bit, and your builds are a little more expensive. It is definitely the safest build, though. Raleigh is actually an option. Raleigh is intriguing to me if I want to build 1. And I definitely want to build 1. I want to get bottom in this auction. I'm looking either Washington, D.C. or Raleigh in this situation. I'll try Raleigh. I don't think I've ever done this build before in this size of game here, so I'm curious to see how it goes. Okay, so then girbach should get to Chicago in that area. Girbach needs to at least build like Detroit. Like Detroit, Cincinnati, I think would be an effective build for girbach here. Just I don't want the. Thank you. Okay, they take Chicago. That's safer. And you might as well build 2. I mean, it's not a huge mistake because. But I would have definitely gone Chicago, Detroit. Because girbach's guaranteed to build next turn anyway. So 34 is going to go into the deck. That was drawn first turn, and I saw 28. 28, 34, and now 36. Everybody's going to buy a plant on this turn, most likely. So that's why I wanted bottom here. I could consider bidding for the 10 here because I'm going to get dirt cheap coal. I might consider bidding for the 10. I'd have to look at, what other plants are coming though. The nice thing is I can build Norfolk next to pressure the East Coast more for Selasphorus. So that's good. I should be able to build Norfolk and then still get into the Twins there, Savannah and Jacksonville. Girbach puts the 8 up for bid. Interesting choice. I think I'll let these other players duke it out for coal and be content with my 13 here? Yeah, sure. Because, yeah, this is for... When we're going over the course of a couple turns here... I will buy all the $3 coal here. I mean, $3 oil. Because I'm going to go up top in the turn order on the next turn. In fact, I arguably should have even bought the 4th oil. It's just... girbach, I'm not sure whether girbach will build to 3 this turn and... put oil. I don't know if girbach's going to put oil on the 5 this turn. Is the issue. Anyway, 24 is awful at this stage of the game, just awful, and it's going to take a while to get good because trash only comes in at 1 per turn. It's going to take a while for 24 to get to any kind of for trash to get to a decent price there for 24. And the restock rate doesn't get decent until step 2. So ultimately, this is why... Yeah. Ooh, Selas trying to... Okay, Selas making a play for the south there, getting Cincinnati. Really fencing in girbach. Okay, so I actually won't even be top of the turn order next turn. Like, when I get the 13 on turn 2 in these smaller games, I just assume that I'm going to be stuck at the top next turn. I'll definitely want to get to Washington, D.C., I think, on the next turn. I think. Because Selas did leave it open for me. I think the Raleigh build's working out really well for me, I gotta say. I like it because it's really close proximity to the 2 cheapest sections of the map. Like Florida, Georgia here, and then this East Coast section here. And see, when the market's slower like this, I think 13 gains more in value compared to the 10. And Girbach did buy some oil, so sure. I don't think I need to build Washington though. Like, I'm close enough proximity to Philly, New York, and that stuff that a jump into there would be very cheap for me. It's just a $3 jump. Girbach actually buys 24. Wow. Puts 27 on. That's a nice plan if it stays on. Quite nice. 39 is going to go under. That's typically one of the best plants you can get in step 3. Interesting buy for Girbach there. Like, yeah, you're definitely not going to be using trash this turn for sure. And I'm glad I did not buy the extra oil last turn. If Girbach, like, what I would do Girbach is try to jump into Knoxville. Because someone needs to make a bigger threat to me for building. May not have the money to build. Oh well. I'm actually not going to build now this turn because I'm going to get bottom of the turn order next turn, which could be useful. So Selasphorus, I think, would build Washington here. Yeah, that's the obvious play. Because Selas knows if he doesn't get Washington this turn, I'm definitely taking it next turn. One way or another. So that's the right call. I don't regret it too much, though. I can still jump into East Coast stuff there. And I got the twins here in the back. I can resort to those. 27 stays on. All right. I'll put in a click on this. I don't think I want to pay too much more for it, though. Problem is, a lot of potentially bad plants that could come. Though there's some okay plants, too. 28 would be all right. I mean, 28's okay here. I can't quite build to 5 this turn with it, I think. Actually, I could. Never mind. Mm. There we go. All right. Okay, this is my plan to fight for now. And I'm in a great position for it because of Girbach buying 24 last turn. Because they can't really afford to bid me up too much on 25, I think. Like, Girbach Girbach seems scared of putting 25 up for bid because they're so poor right now. Still stuck at 2 cities. Had overbought resources and couldn't build to 3 last turn. Yeah! That's what I thought might happen. I can build to 5. Yeah. Here's what I can do. Now, unfortunately, I can't store any extra coal, so I'm going to get hit on that, but being able to build a 5 this turn will be a huge deal. I think my play here is to build to 5, and then I might... Ooh, no, 15 came in. Okay. Wow. 28, 35, 36, 38. See, when you have a lower win rate player... And Girbach jumps into Buffalo. Yes, Selas is getting kind of dunked on build-wise. He can still go into Knoxville and Atlanta, though. And he still has Boston pretty cheap. Boston's only still a 6 connection total for him. 3 plus 3 here. But no, Selas will build to 5 this way, yes, the Knoxville play. Which is obvious. The nice thing is this means I get Atlanta now. On the next turn. So this is looking... Yeah, this game is looks like it's shifted drastically into my favor now. Although, coal will be driven up. $38 out, 18 in. I would not mind getting 18 to pair with 25 and 13 here. Would not mind that. Would not mind it at all. Now, what I have to decide is a stall good for me or not? If I stall at 6 cities, coal's not going to be the cheapest thing for me. Although Girbach might continue buying trash at this point. Girbach should be able to build to 4 this turn. Actually, I think I'm going to stall, though. I think I stall here. I think it's what I do. And I do want to get Atlanta because it's a good connection into yellow. I'll stop here. I feel like what's interesting here is Selasphorus. I feel like Selas might have wanted to break the stall there, but the problem is that he's getting fenced in with builds at this point. Girbach is using a shitload of resources to avoid using trash, which actually might be the right play at this point with me being the runaway leader in the game right now. Getting 25 at cost, being completely reliant on coal. Like, I'll buy 18. Oh, I will buy 18 all day. Considering girbach still has oil stored on 5, if they bought a plant this turn, they would have to replace the 8. And another terrible drop after 18. Selas has to buy the 15 now. Wow. And there's 28 coming in. And there's 46, so we know that's going to go under the deck this turn. And girbach gets the 28. You should replace the 8, bruh. You still have oil on the 5. Replace the 8. Plus that makes coal cheaper for me. Yep. That's the right call. Now, 28, that's a plant you can easily run during step 1. And power... You're powering 4 cities for pretty darn cheap at this point. Build to 5, and you can finally use up that damn oil you've got sitting on the 5 there. We'll see if Selas takes the plunge here. Girbach should probably build Duluth next, I think, since there's another city connected to that. St. Louis doesn't really lead anywhere. Actually, St. Louis gives the Atlanta connection. That's not nothing. There it is. 21 and 31. Okay. Yeah. I shan't build. Which tells me... What this tells me is this. I think I still have to run the 25, though, which is annoying. It powers 3 cities, and I think it's worth it for me at this point. Because I'm not likely to get fought on coal here. Oh god, 31 is in the game. 46 out 23 is in. 17 was drawn. And 33. Okay. This is going to be a sweet deal for Selasphorus, though. Oil being so cheap right now. Girbach should bid on this a little bit, I think. $31, not good right now. I was mainly focused on trying to block Selasphorus, and Chicago is the best thing I can get to block him. Okay, so I can still take Boston next turn from Selas too. That's good news. Even with the cheap oil, I'm still powering cities, I think, more efficiently than Selas. I think. Well, no, he probably makes slightly more money than me, but I have the big capacity edge having a 5 plant compared to his 4. And, oh god, 20. I was going to say, I hope 31 got taken off the market, but not for that. Oh, Jesus. Girbach probably buys the 20 now, though. Nah, Girbach might still need to build and get full use out of, 28 and 24 there. What I'm hoping now is that Girbach can try to build into more of my stuff. Because Girbach should be able to get... I think Girbach should look to get, like, New York and Philadelphia here. Build into some of those. So they wouldn't be available for Selas. I think Selas probably has incentive to store extra coal because of 20 being on the market. And potentially 31 too. So I will buy extra coal here to be safe. Selas might want to store extra coal in the 15. He's not. Okay. Because, I'm damn sure not going to go above him in the turn order here. In these stall kind of games, you really want to be below your closest competition. And those Girbach builds are making me very happy right now. Ooh. Actually, now I'm not going to build at all because I go to the bottom. Bottom is the place you want to be in this sort of stall situation. Okay, Selas makes the jump. That's fine. So he's further... So Selas definitely has the money lead at this point, I feel. Which is a good spot to be in, but capacity is going to be an issue. I want to... See, my goal is I want to be able to safely buy 31. So 44 is gone. 32, 33, 35, 36. 32 is there. Okay. Let me see about this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step 3 card is next, which means 32 will come onto the market after this. There's going to be a hell of a fight for 32. Selas has coal problems, though. Okay, let's time do some math. So, we know that the Step 3 card is going to come. Step 3 building will happen. And I do already have resources stored on my handy-dandy 25 there. Let me think about builds, because I get to build first here, and this is going to be cheap builds. What builds do I get that are cheap? Let me see. Boston, Detroit, Pittsburgh, that's 3. 4, 5, 6. 6. Seven, 8. Okay. Yeah. I think 31 should probably still get bid up to a decent price here. Because I feel like 32 is going to end up going for an astronomical price. Problem is this. Will Girbach know to bid 32 up high? Girbach should know to bid 32 up high. If Girbach doesn't bid up 32 here, Selasphorus wins the game. Is what happens here. Please bid. Please bid. Please bid. Please bid. Please bid. Like, the whole reason I was going for 31 was because I thought 32 was... Okay. It looked like the 25 drop was going to give the game to me, but this bidding now is going to give the game to Selasphorus. 32 should have gone for over 60. Easily. 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 And he buys 20! What the fuck is this game? You're not going to get coal on the 20. You realize that, Girbach? You ain't getting coal on the 20. Well, no, you are getting coal on the 20, but no. Just no. Okay. I do... Actually, wait. I do have the base capacity advantage over Selasphorus. So what I have to do is build to exactly 13 so that Selas doesn't end the game. And then hope I can land a 7 plant here. 34 and 40 were drawn. So these are the plants left. So we do have the other 7 plants in the game, which are pretty great. So I want to stay below Selas in the turn order. And luckily, actually, that is the advantage of 31. 31 will allow me to do this. 1, 2... 1, 2, 3. Okay. I mean, I definitely build Boston for sure. Got to build Boston. Boston, Detroit, Pittsburgh are my most important builds right now because those are the only remaining Step 2 spots for me, or the Step 2 spots that are closest to my competitors. I think I take those in Jacksonville. Boston, Detroit, Pittsburgh, Jacksonville. That looks like what I do here. So the one chance of me winning this game on the next turn is that I stay below Selas so that way Selas cannot buy 36. Because Selas is not even going to get any coal to store. Like, Selas could potentially have the option of just buying coal on the 21 and storing it and not running. But like, buy 3 coal on the 21. Don't run the 21 that turn so that you can then buy 36 to move your coal onto that. That's what Selas could do. But I'm hoping Girbach buys coal so that he can't even do that. And I'm definitely staying below Selas in the turn order. Yep, correct play. So this game's not over yet, actually. This game is not over yet. Not over yet by any means. Girbach's going to get bottom in the turn order, though, which will make life rough for me. All right. I wanted to be able to fire all my coal plants so I can make a little money. What other, like, besides 36, there's no other dedicated coal plants left in the game. So, and I don't particularly need 36. And I'll definitely be able to end the game at 17 next turn with a 6 plant. And we have good options. I mean, there's 40, 39, and 50 are in the deck. 46, 38 are all very safe for me. So... well, there's one of the plants Selas needs. Luckily, I can bid him on it. Can Girbach please bid this? Girbach's not just... I don't know what Girbach is doing. They're not bidding on plants. So I got to see what I can do for builds next here. I got to think of something that gives me wiggle room. Need to think about this. All right. All right. Okay, did some math. So we can bid this up crazy high. So there's only a 1 in 5 chance of 46 coming after this. And that would be the only other plant that could win it for Selas. I gotta do the calculator one more time. This is getting close to the territory where I can't hit 17, though. All right. $40 might have been better, though. I should have probably clicked 40. All I had to hope for is that him having to pay that much money for the plant. I have to hope that's what wins the game for me. Problem is, Girbach will probably replace 24 this turn, so trash will stay cheap for Selas. Okay. Now I have to hope that I win the money battle because of, you know, getting more cheap builds. I think I did land more cheap builds than Selas. Like, Selas had to jump past Chicago in step 2. So that helps me. Plus, they get the East Coast stuff most expensive. Yeah. I'm going to be pissed if the difference in money between 39 and 40 is what cost me this game. I have to hope that forcing Selas to pay $90 for a plant just to reach 17, I have to hope that can give me the game. Have to hope. I kind of have to hope girbach doesn't build into both of them. Does girbach... Oh my god. If girbach doesn't get Tampa or Miami, that's a big deal for me. That's a big deal for me. I really thought girbach was going to get both of those cities there. Okay. Well, that changes a lot then. Wait, I didn't even notice. Yeah, I still get Washington, D.C. Duh, yeah, that's a 23 there. I should have gotten that. This will be interesting. Selas might still win, though. Getting that 32 so cheap was just ridiculous. We'll see, though. We'll see. Yes, I still won. Alright, I finally get a win. I actually win by a lot, too. Alright, glad to finally win one of those multis. Yeah, so I really thought the game was going to be over after Selas got 32 so cheap, but then I remembered, oh, he still has base capacity problems compared to me. So that's why. Anywho, I will see you later then.